What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Appreciate all of you guys being here. As you can see, I got my tree all lit up. I switched the hertz from 60 hertz to 50 hertz. Hopefully we won't get the weird shadowy effect, and we get to have a lit Christmas tree, and that's awesome. We were super late today. I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning working on the website because I'm addicted to doing that. And I fixed the plus button thing we were having an issue with on the live streaming chat. And we should be able to unmute the video again without having to make it full screen. Astral Hammer, I unmuted the audio without any issue today. Awesome. That's what I want to hear. It took 6 hours to fix that. To fix everything just to be moved over a little bit. It was 6 hours. But we got it done. And I'm excited about it. I did some other things. Of course, my brain's not working. I was trying to figure out things for the Rumble membership thingy thing. And not really sure if I worked anything out. But what I was able to do is, if you want to join the Rumble membership program for $1, for a doll hair for your first month, you can click the join button over on Rumble underneath where we're live right now, and it should take you to this page. And right here under promo code, type in hooligan, just like that, all capital letters, and it will take 4 doll hairs off of your first month membership. You can get a membership for $1. Let's go do it. Go do it right now. Click that join button, type in hooligan, all capital letters, get you a membership for a doll hair. That's a deal. That's a deal. So we got that worked out. Trying to think. There was some other stuff that I can't remember right now. I did a bunch of CSS on the website to make things look a little better. That might be it. I don't know. It was 5 o'clock in the morning when I was done. When I was getting out of this chair, it was 5 o'clock this morning. So that was a thing. So I was obviously running late today. But then I was having issues. Something was going on with Rumble. It wasn't loading my whatever they call it, like position holding video or whatnot. Either way, we're here today. So we're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we're going to stumble through the chat, make sure everything is running smoothly, and we're going to go ahead and get her started. We're starting off with this Kari Lake video titled "Vote These Bums Out of Office." Kari Lake just going on about all the bad things that have been happening to Trump and saying, you know, what are these people doing for us? If not Trump and you're choosing these people, well, what are they actually doing for us? Well, they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything, so we should vote those bums out. I like Kari Lake. Then we have a video titled "Female Teachers Found Sexually Assaulting Young Male Students." It's a pattern, I guess. They weren't doing that when I was in school, but apparently they're doing it now. They actually have Chris Hansen on, and that reminded me that Edward went and got me a cameo from Chris Hansen. So we're going to play that again. We played it when Edward sent it to me. I think it was back in May. But I pulled the video, but I didn't take the link. Hold on a second. Let me grab this link before I get too far ahead of myself. But we're going to play it again. That way, if you guys didn't see Chris Hansen's message to me, you'll get to see it today. Yeah, May 9th was that live. Grab this link really quick. Ka-chow. All right. So anyways, after that, we have a video titled "I Stump for Trump. BLM Leader Calls Out Democrats and Endorses President Trump." Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see one of the founders of BLM endorsing Trump. I didn't know. Then we have a video titled "Colorado Lawmaker Expected to Ban Fatphobia," which is a thing, I guess. But what's really funny is Colorado is considered one of the skinniest states in the country. And so apparently they're going to ignore weight limits and stuff like that because it's hurting the feelings of wide people. Anyways, then we have a video titled "Peter Ducey Calls Out KJP. Is this still Trump's fault? talking about inflation and how people can't afford things. And then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled "Idiot Man Gets Arrested and Carried Away After Stripping on Disneyland Ride." I think he was well, it wasn't an attempt. He was streaking, but he was streaking at the "This Is a Small World" ride or something like that. I don't know, but that's how we're wrapping the day up. We're going to read through the chat really quick, make sure everything is running smoothly. Then we're going to go ahead and get her started. What is up, everyone over on the website? We got a full house right now. What's up, Cornish? What's up, Deborah? What's up, Matt? What's up, Sam? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Ten Man? What's up, Astral Hammer? What's up, Annette? What's up, Nefties? What's up, Joe? We got a full house over here. Right now is the time. If you haven't come to the website, click on the top of the link tree. Get you a free week membership for jeffmaclive.com. I just got a lot of bugs solved, and I think things are running smoothly, so you should go give it a shot. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. What is up, everyone over on Rumble? Ooh, we gotta get those likes up. 30 likes, 75 people in the chat. Let's get those likes up. What's up, Astral Hammer? You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Slide Dog? What's up, MU? What's up, Snooks? Happy freedom. What's up, Matthew? What's up, MU? Let's see. What's up, Rappy? Scrolling. You guys are waiting on me forever. What's up, Shannon? Happy freedom. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Fresca Bean? Appreciate you being here. Sam, you're omnipresent. What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Girth? What's up, Zero? Zero is... Did your free week expire? Is that what happened? Let's see. We're going to start doing fun stuff over there, too. Now that I got some of the bugs worked out, I'm going to start doing some more stuff. I want to put an arcade over there. I'm working on it. What's up, JT3? What's up, Serum? Happy freedom. What's up, DCat? What's up, RK? If I had better eyes, this part of the show would go faster. What's up, Madeline? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Jeb? See me squinting at the monitor. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. What is up, everyone over on Odyssey? Snooks, you were first over on Odyssey. Appreciate you, Snooks. What is up, everyone over on Kick? I feel like it's weird without having the green screen. It's like throwing me off. I keep having to like look over the screen because I feel like things are messed up. How do I tell when these are from? Can I turn on timestamps? Show message timestamps right there. Alright, I think we're all set. What's up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Shauna Vision? What's up, Mr. Beans Beans? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Big Mac and Pride? Happy freedom. What's up, Peyton? Appreciate you guys being here. Klaus Daniels is actually really good about the tree. He doesn't mess with it at all. He's the best cat I've ever had. He's a good kitty. I don't know why. He's humongous. He has all the incentive to just be a bull in a china shop. And sometimes he is, but for the most part, he is a good cat. What is up, everyone over on GoofTube? Let me get you this Rumble link. Let me get you this little Rumble link really quick here. Slide this to you. I always say Rumbell instead of Rumble. Rumbellious. Giving Rumble free branding and stuff. Blue Crow, Trump Lives Matter. Yeah, after that headline we read yesterday, we should make t-shirts. What's this shirt, Norman? I'm an American and I do not comply. You can get this on the merch store that says hats, flags, patches, that stuff. This shirt had to be moved to that store because it was considered too spicy for the original merch store. Because of things like that, that's why we have two stores. Appreciate you being here, Norman. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Jeff? You were first today, Jeff, over on the YouTube chat. All right, hooligans, let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to start off with this first video. Oh, I forgot to do the t-shirts. Well, it's not really that I forgot to do the t-shirts. Ooh, I'm dropping things. I was working on the website, and I was like, oh, I'll get done working on the website, and then I'll do the t-shirts. I never got done working on the website. So I'm gonna see if I can show you the design I want to do next. I don't know if I got it on my Google Drive or not. It doesn't look like, oh yeah, it does. There it goes. This is our next design. I'm giving you an early peek because I screwed up. Make sure you can't see anything too spicy. Alright. This is the new design. Later today, it'll be out. A Meowica needs more hooligans. This is our next one, just to be all festive and stuff. Again, it's going to be on shirts for women, shirts for men, and that's it, because we don't make shirts for anybody else. Tank tops, stickers, hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs. We're going to have all that stuff later today. I'm going to try not to get on the website and start working on stuff because 6-8 hours goes by like it's nothing, and then I never make t-shirts. So anyways, this is coming up next later today. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get started on this Kari Lake video. Once again, it is titled, Vote These Bums Out of Office.
You covered Arizona for a long time. I've been doing this for a long time. It's always been a problem.
When was it most secure, Dennis?
I don't know.
You do know.
I don't.
It was most secure under President Trump. It was. That's a fact. Okay. Fewest people crossed. You didn't give him credit for that. Fewest people crossed. Fewest illegal crossings. We had the lowest amount of apprehensions of drugs coming across. Those are facts. And it was never covered because the media spent 8 years doing character assassination of President Trump.
He seems a little uncomfortable and a little bit discombobulated. You, on the other hand, not at all those things. Welcome back, Kari Lake. How are you?
I'm doing great. It was good to be down at the border with the people who are affected by these terrible policies. We brought our Mama Bear Club, our Moms for Kari down there. Because when we meet, Greg, just like every other American talking about what's happening at the border, it's affecting our families. It's affecting our safety in our communities. We're sick of watching thousands, tens of thousands pour across every week. And we're sick, frankly, of Arizona being the fentanyl drop spot where all of this deadly poison is coming in and killing a young generation, including some of the women behind me who've lost loved ones to fentanyl poisoning. And we're just, moms get stuff done. We do our to-do list. We get the kids packed up for school. We check their homework. We get a lot done. And we're wondering why the federal government isn't doing more. I think it's because they like this problem. I really do.
Yeah, they want this problem. They want the voters. They want to portray them as voting one way. Maybe the globalists want the cheap labor. Could you compare and contrast for me Texas versus Arizona? The problems, how are they different? They're both acute, but how do they differ?
Well, we're both being inundated right now with people pouring across illegally. I mean, Texas has its own issues, and they've got the river that people have to cross. Their governor's doing a little bit more right now. Thankfully, Governor Abbott is getting much more serious about it. But here in Arizona, it is truly the worst in the entire nation. Border Patrol in the Tucson sector encountered 58,000 migrants in 28 days. They're being overrun. They've been asked to abandon patrols and checkpoints to prioritize the processing and caring of these illegal immigrants. And they've actually had to call people in from the Douglas station for backup because their detention facilities are now housing, here in Arizona, 22% of all the illegal immigrants nationwide. And so these border communities are struggling. They're running out of room. They're running out of resources. And Arizonans are just saying, what's it going to take to secure the border? What's it going to take to invest in our safety? And my answer is vote these bums out of office. Vote Gallego out, vote Sinema out, and replace them with someone who actually cares. And definitely vote Joe Biden out. I honestly, this is not a partisan issue. When fentanyl kills you, it doesn't ask your voting history before you're poisoned. And the cartels don't ask what your policy stances are before they send violence into your neighborhood. So that's why I was really proud when the Democrat mayor, Jorge Maldonado, joined me at that press conference. He said, something's got to give. This cannot continue along. There's no more room at the inn, as they say. And we need to stop this nonsense at the border and start putting Arizona families first and American families first.
Well, I like Kari Lake. I saw people saying that she'd be a good VP. I think so too. She said she doesn't want to be VP because she's, I don't know, she's running for the Senate or Congress or, you know, something like that. She said she didn't want to be VP, but I think she would be absolutely great at being VP. She holds people accountable. She's like, holds them to the line. She used to be a reporter, so she knows how awful they can be and all that stuff. And I love when she does those press briefings, because she'll call them out just like President Trump used to and be like, no, I'm not answering your questions because you belong to a news company. It's full of liars and stuff like that. And I love that. I love when people are being real honest. It's, you know, like they say, you can be a good person. You don't have to be a nice person, but it's important to be a good person. And that's what she reminds me of. She's not always nice, but she's always fighting to be a good person, at least when we see her. You never know what people are doing behind closed doors, but just saying. We're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. This next one we got is about female teachers found sexually assaulting young male students, which I find surprising because it wasn't happening like that when I was in school. Just saying. Just reading through. What's up, Combat Vet? Happy Freedom. Glad to see you on the website. It's so awesome to have a full house on the website, especially seeing people using the group chats and stuff. Like, it's been over a year now, and we've had people on the website and stuff, but we're starting to get to enough people to where there's almost consistently things going on. And the more people we have, the more things that are going on. It's awesome. I love it. It feels worth it. Feels worth it. Matthew, inversion, perversion of everything sacred. Yeah, that's what the enemy does. That's how it's described in the Bible too. Is the enemy, I'm trying to think of exactly how it's worded, but basically the enemy perverts anything and everything that God made, like just to be spiteful. And it's it makes me think of like souring of good food. And like we always talk about, you know, you're either working for the man or you're working for the enemy. That's how it goes. You're probably doing what you're supposed to be doing, but are you working for the right guy? And you can tell by the fruits of your labor. Fresca Bean, is there a way for you guys to make it possible for us to click on a chat name to reply to someone? No. I don't have a lot of control over the Rumble chat, and we do not have the ability to directly reply to someone. That's why you got to type the name, and it's unfortunate that Rumble doesn't have predictive text, so you have to type out the whole name of whoever you're talking to, which kind of sucks. But over on the website, we can directly reply to each other in the live chat. We can react to each other's comments. You can drop a 100 or you could drop a laughing emoji, and we're working on adding more. And we have predictive text on the website, so if you start typing someone's name, it will suggest that user to you, so you can just click on it and finish typing what you're doing. I'm telling you, over on the website is the best live experience. But as far as Rumble, I don't have very much control over anything. What's up, PA Top? Happy Freedom. Reading through really quick. I don't know why I look all high and stuff, and I'm not. I feel like it's without the blue screen, the contrast or something makes me look weird. What is your name? Litz, you don't like my teeth? You don't like those teeth? You don't like that? That's too bad. That's too bad. 10 centimeter gap. You sound jealous. Are you jealous that my gap is bigger than yours? And you think I'm Asian? That's funny. That's funny. It's crazy to try and cut me down and know that I'm still better than you. That's rough stuff. That's rough stuff. We'll let you chill. We'll let you chill. If you guys want to go to Kick, we got a troll over there if you're hungry. I don't know if he'll stay. They usually get scared when they see how welcoming I am to the trolls. Like, yeah, buddy. Come here, buddy. I want to tell you something. Come here, buddy. And they're like, it'll be all right, little guy. It'll be all right. What's up, Soul For Real? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Beans Beans, you like Miss Kari Lake? I do too. I do too. Third-party events. See all your events in one place by adding select crowd control, stream elements, stream labs, and throwing events to your feed. I don't even know what that means. Thanks, Twitch. I don't need that. Twitch is always advertising crap to me. Using phrases, I don't know what they are. Gender affirming care or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the labels of the soft and stupid. Anyways. It's reading through. Dark Brandon, she would be a great volunteer at the DARE program. Is there still a DARE program, or did they get, like, dispersed? You know, so you don't ever hear about the war on drugs anymore. Because it ain't true. It's all a scam. What's up, Charles? Happy freedom. What's up, Sawdog? Appreciate you being here. Thanks, Eric. I'm glad you guys dig the tree. I'm glad that I got to show it to you guys all lit up. So I was having these weird shadow effects going on. And somebody mentioned the whole 60 hertz thing yesterday, maybe it was. And so when I was redoing my camera, because I got to redo it every time I go live, I was like, I wonder if I switch it to 50 hertz, will I be able to show the tree? And I did. I'm pretty excited about it. What am I looking at here? Thank you so much, Paul, for gifting. Is it a sub or is it 2 subs? Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Paul, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support. That's awesome. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom. What's up, Icebird? What's up, Zom? Appreciate you hooligans being over on Odyssey. What's up, Speedy Girl? Happy freedom. What's up, Simply Witchy? What's up, Miss Jamie? D-Cat, it's not the size that counts, it's how you use it. That's what I'm trying to tell her. That's what I'm trying to tell her. Rappy as a troll over on Kick. Kevin, did you get dumped on by snow? Yes. Yes, we did. There's like 5 inches of snow sitting out on the porch there. Not real happy about it. And I gotta get the cat food. Don't tell him though, because he's sleeping. He doesn't realize he has no food. There's no food. I have to go get it after the live. He's not gonna starve, don't worry. Klaus Daniels ain't gonna starve. I could not feed him for a week and he'd still be alright. He'd be alright. He's plump. I keep him that way. Combat vet, no war on my drugs. When the drugs fight back. That's what's happening. What's up, Christy Star? Welcome back to the website. Happy to see you here. Click the silhouette, like the person, I don't know, the profile picture looking thing at the top of the chat, and you can change your nickname in the chat. That way it doesn't have your whole name hanging out there. It's up to you, but just wanted to let you know. So we're going to move on to this next one. It's titled Female Teachers Found Sexually Assaulting Young Male Students. I don't know why it sounds so casual the way that I said it. Like it's, yeah, it's just a thing. Teachers were giving out hoo-ha and ice cream that day. What? What's going on? This is just to show that predators come in all shapes, sizes, and forms.
A disturbing new trend happening in schools across America. Female teachers taking advantage of underage male students and committing sexual assault against them. We're noticing a pattern with many of these cases. They're using iPhones and social media in order to target the victim. Take 24-year-old Ricky Lynn Laughlin, for example. She worked as a special ed teacher in Missouri when she allegedly sent naked pictures and videos of herself to a 16-year-old student over Snapchat and then asked him to send pictures of himself in return. And then things escalated. He says Ricky kissed him and invited him over to her house to have sex while her husband was out of town. And Ricky was charged with 6 different felonies. 27-year-old Reagan Anderson, a former teacher and coach from South Carolina, is facing 2 counts of sexual battery on a student. She allegedly used Snapchat to send the teen naked photos. And then there's 38-year-old Lydia Pinto. Lydia was a high school gym teacher and coach. And the victim reported Lydia abused him when he was around 14 and continued doing so until his senior year. So what's going on here? Joining me now, host of Takedown with Chris Hansen and the Predators I've Caught podcast, Chris Hansen. Why is this trend seemingly picking back up again now?
I think you have better reporting, Jesse. I think you have awareness on the part of victims who are no longer as afraid as they once were to come forward. And I think you have parents who see suspicious behavior on the part of their children, then they can check cell phones, iPads, all kinds of other digital media, and the evidence is right there. These are criminals, these female teacher predators, but they're not smart criminals, and they leave a digital footprint.
Some are suggesting because of the COVID pandemic, people were remote for so long. Now all these teachers are back in the class with the students, and they just can't control themselves.
You know, one of the questions I'm asked most frequently about our predator investigations, do you find women predators? And in our cases, we do not, because these are guys who go online, they like to meet a stranger, a child, groom them, and then meet for sex. In female predator cases, they don't like the anonymity. They like to know their victim. So this is a case where they see their victim, they have power and control over their victim, and they're reliving this fantasy. And what we're also seeing is a lot of fetish porn involving teacher-student sex. And so if you're into this sort of thing, how long is it going to be before the fantasy is no longer good and you have to act out on it? And that's what we're seeing now across the
That's
country.
interesting that the women want the intimacy and the men want the anonymity. Tell us about your series now, because I was a huge fan of To Catch a Predator.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that. For 20 years now, we've been going after men who try to meet and sexually assault children online. In the new Takedown series, which is on my streaming crime network, True Blue, we continue that tradition and embed with law enforcement across the country. And we have probably 60 new episodes up on True Blue right now, along with other crime investigative documentaries that we do.
All right, check it out. Chris Hansen, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hey, Sean Hannity here.
Well, that is something. There's a few different ways I'm perceiving all of this. One, there's the humorous way, right? Like, where were those teachers at when I was in high school, right? I see a lot of dudes saying stuff like that. Just to be funny, right? Just to be funny. The reality of the situation, these people are pedophiles. They might be pretty. They may not be creepers all, hovering in a van somewhere outside of a park like what we're used to, but they are pedophiles nonetheless. They are preying on children. And what's really interesting about that is that I don't want to say I'm a victim of that kind of stuff, but when I was 19, my boss was 28 at the time at this place I was working. And she had just had a kid and was cheating on her family with me. And I thought that was a great deal, being a stupid 19-year-old trying to date my boss so I can get special privileges. The special privileges I got was I had to open and close the store every day because the boss said so. And I had a lot of treatment like that. And it was great for a while. I actually did that song and dance for 10 years. And then I got to the age where I realized that I was being controlled by someone significantly older than me, and I valued them because of our dynamic differences. I took their word as like very stern, very, whatever she said, I went and did. But it got to the point where I was being manipulated to where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't even wear clothes. I'd get dressed and we'd be fighting. Police would be coming to the house and stuff, all because I put clothes on, and she wanted to know where I was going when I was really just traveling to the living room. And it became this terrible, awful relationship. I had to escape. Like, that's how it had to happen. I actually moved out in secrecy because every time she got mad, she'd call the police. It was a terrible situation that I was stuck in. But when I was young, I thought it was great. And so to be like a high schooler, which I wasn't a high school, I was 19, but to be 16, you'd be in high school. And to have somebody that's almost 30 buying you alcohol, buying you cigarettes, and, you know, letting you go to their house and get all wrecked and throw parties and do all this stuff, you're like, wow, this is great. This is great opportunity, until you move out there and you're trapped. You're with the Black Widow. That's what it was. That's what it felt like. It was terrible. It was terrible. It deeply impacted my life. It's one of the reasons why I'm so hard on myself and so disciplined about things, because I spent time having fun in my cage and didn't realize it. I basically wasted a decade of my life living out in the woods as a prisoner and just couldn't do anything about it. And thankfully I escaped, but it was not good. It was not good. So I could perceive like what it would be like to be a high schooler and then have your teacher digging on you, and now you want special privileges and you're doing all this secret stuff, and forbidden love always feels really fun and all that. But then next thing you know, stuff gets weird and you don't want to be a part of it, and this person's an authority figure in your life that has control over you. So then when you're not doing what they want, now you're getting punished at school, right? In my instance, it was at work. So, I mean, I can perceive how this would go. And that's the separation. You know, the humorous part that I mentioned at the beginning, you're like, where was the teachers at doing this when I was in high school? Well, the reality is it starts off really fun, but that ends up being this terrible thing, and it's been a big secret this whole time. So then it makes it even harder to, I don't want to say redeem yourself, but, you know, get out of this situation and stuff. It's not good. It's not good. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we're going to play Chris Hansen's video to me. We showed it on the live back in May, but since we just had Chris Hansen on, we're going to play the video that Edward went and got. He went and conned Chris Hansen to send me a video, and it's definitely worth watching twice. So anyways, we're going to read through the chat first, and then we're going to play the Chris Hansen video. Cornish, I remember when teachers were old enough to talk about the good old days when they were allowed to beat students. I remember teachers talking about that. I remember when I was younger, we went to some schoolhouse and they all had rulers on the desks. And I remember we were all screwing with it and the teachers were all laughing, and we were like, you know, what's so funny? And they were like, those rulers, you used to have to put your hands on the desk and they'd slap your hands with the rulers. That's why they're there. And I remember being like, no way. No way would I let a teacher slap me. No way. And now the way things are, teachers doing worse than slapping kids. My goodness. My goodness. Combat vet. It never happened in my school. Teachers were old as fuck. Yeah, that's how it was when I went to school too. It's just old ladies wallowing around, bitching at us because we were terrible kids. That's how it goes. Matt, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play Chris Hansen talking about me. Sam sounds like my second wife. Yeah, I used to date up, and now I don't. I don't, because it always ends up being a situation where I'm being controlled, and it's never good. It never ends up good. Serum, what the hell is with people wanting to bring back physical abuse? I am not seeing what you're responding to. A little physical abuse is good on the weekends. You guys are talking about something else. Never mind. Never mind. What's up, Get Some J? Happy freedom. Just reading through. Pumpkin, or else she gets pregnant and you'd be stuck for life. Yep. Tree herder, Jeff puts the lotion on. Puts the lotion on the skin, or else Klaus gets the hose again. Never kill nobody again. Just reading through. Matthew, what is PMSL? You guys in your acronyms. Miss Jamie, young, dumb, and full. Yeah, it'll get you. Get you every time. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. Half this stuff I can't even say out loud. YouTube's watching. The platform will get all angry at me. Sherry, I commend you for sharing your story. Though there's adults who take advantage of naive youth. Many are pretty immature themselves, but it does matter. We must protect children from these predators. Absolutely. Absolutely. The person that I was trapped out in the woods with would go to work and offer to the 16 and 17-year-olds at work, do you guys want to come to my house and get drunk? Nobody's going to know we live out in the woods. And I used to be like, no. She's like, why? I'm like, because I'm 19. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of 16-year-olds. She was 28 and wanted to hang out with 16-year-olds. And when I got to the point where I was 30, she was 38, almost 40, and still wanted to hang out with 16-year-olds. And that's when I was like, well, no, I was leading up to that. But at that point, I was done. I was like, you have fun, go hanging out with high school kids. I'm going to move the fuck up out of here. Otherwise, I'm going to move to the underneath the dirt because I can't stand being on the surface anymore. Matthew, I know. My life's hard. I prefer life in hard mode. Like when I came out as a baby, they were like, choose your difficulty. I was like, hard mode. Let's do it like that. You know, I've been wanting to share that story for you guys, with you guys for 4 years, and I couldn't figure out how to get it out. Fresca bean. Iceberg killing me with these memes. That is hilarious with the King of the Hill. I was actually just watching King of the Hill yesterday. It's funny how life works. Iceberg, and I would pack up all of that and say the problem is more pointed at the school. Yeah, like the school has to know. The faculty and stuff, they all hang out together. There's no way that they don't know that Miss, Smith is banging little Timmy on the weekends. Like, no. They gotta know. They gotta know. Big Mac and Pride, my teachers were in their 30s. My teachers were in their 50s and 60s when I was in high school. I didn't have 30-year-old teachers until I was in college. And then I was like, you're almost the same age I am. What am I listening to you for? That's a tough thing about being young and trying to reach really high is if you get too high up on the authority pole, people don't listen to you. Like if you ever try to be arrested by a cop that was younger than you, have you ever seen how those interactions go? Because it's usually not smooth. Because people don't want to be talked down to from someone younger than them. It's just part of the game, I guess. What's up, Mr. Dog? Happy freedom. John, thank you for having color lights on the tree. I like it that way. I mean, I was kind of worried that you guys were going to give me shit about rainbow stuff, but I was like, well, rainbow people don't celebrate Christmas because they're offended by Jesus. So, yeah, this is how I like it. This is traditional to me. So this is how I like it. I was going to get all blue lights, but I don't know. This is traditional for me. So, what's up, Larry? Happy freedom. And that they all sit in the teacher's lounge. Yeah. Like, there's just no way. Can you guys hear me flipping my chapstick? I go over to the website and everybody's got the chapstick flipping emojis going on. Matt, you went to a private school that had a principal that had a paddle, and it hurt, but you learned your lesson. Wow. I never knew anybody that went to a private school. And here you are hanging out with all of us hooligans. See, we all end up in the same place anyways. That's interesting. Did you like it at private school? Because I don't even know where a private school is. I've always lived in the poor side of town, which is why I know so much about it. We're always talking about what it's like to live in the ghetto and the south side of town and the mentalities of the freaks we see on the screen. I grew up with them. I know. This next one's gonna be funny. We're gonna play Chris Hansen's video to me. Brian, was the principal sexy? Not in my school. There were always dudes, and I've never seen a sexy dude, so I'm going with no. Nope, I don't think so. Serum, he just caught a guy that lives 20 minutes from me. He caught him 3 times in 3 months. He hit him up 2 decoys that he thought were 13, and he is 67. That's crazy, Serum. That stuff is really bad here too. And I mean, I don't know about everywhere in Michigan, but like in Ludington when I was young, and they started those websites where it would show you the map, and it had red dots all over for anywhere where there's a lifetime registered sex offender, and there's 2 red dots on every block in Ludington, or at least there was like 10 years ago. And I was like, holy, like I didn't know it was like that. It's like 1 in every 3 people in Michigan is a registered sex offender. It's probably not that bad, but it seems like it. It seems like it's that bad. Guess MJ, do you have this woman's contact info? I do. She's 46 now or something like that. And I think she's been doing fentanyl because she looks like the Scarecrow. She goes like wandering around looking like this and stuff, kind of like self-soothing. And I'm like, don't talk to me. If you see me, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. But I mean, I can hook you up if you want those problems. Some people like abuse. What's up, Destiny? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. Matthew, is the house made of candy? It was not. It was not. There was shit on the walls. I mean, if that makes you feel any better. She just let her kid wipe his shit all over the walls, and I wasn't allowed to say anything about it. We're not going to get any farther into the story. I have nightmare sauce of stories. Serum. Michigan is one of the worst states for arrests. Oh, you mean like mislabeling criminals and stuff? Yeah, I agree with that. There's a lot of people I know that are registered sex offenders. I don't hang out with them because I don't want to hang out with anybody with that status. But like 3 or 4 of the people I know that have that registry were caught peeing outside. They were drunk outside of a bar, walked around to the alley, tried to pee in the alley, got caught. Now they're a lifetime sex offender. So I know like 5 people that have that, and I look them up. I don't just take people's word for it. I look up on Otis. It's for Michigan. You can look up all the, whatever. For some reason, you can't find my information on there. I think it's just been too long since I've been arrested. But then I have 2 friends that are lifetime sex offenders for being caught having sex in public, in their car. They were like at the beach or something, somewhere off in the state park. There was no one around. I want to say DNR showed up or something like that. Thought it was an abandoned vehicle. 2 people doing it. Both of them got hit. They're lifetime sex offenders now. Both of them are. It happens. It happens. See, this is why I don't go outside. It's hard to get arrested when you don't go outside. Just saying. Iceberg, you went to private school? Big Mega Pride, the tree looks amazing. Thank you. That's so awesome. I appreciate it. What's up, Jerry? Happy Freedom. What's up, enter username? Happy Freedom. So we're going to move on to this next video. This is a clip from a live back in May. Edward, the great Edward, got Chris Hansen to send me a message. We're going to pull it up. I got to scroll through the live here, all 2 hours of it. 1:35:07. Doo-doo-doo. I'm so excited. I love this video. I don't know what happened to the actual video of it. It's hard to get videos off of Cameo. What is that? Boom. There we go. All right. Are we good? Full screen on? I can't tell. Anyways. I hope your hooligans are ready for this because I love this.
Hello, Jeff Mack. Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators. To catch a predator, have a seat with Chris Hansen, my new streaming crime network, True Blue, all the rest. Now, I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there. We're going through some transcripts of your online behavior. I have some questions and some concerns, specifically about all these references to Taco Bell. Bring me some Taco Bell. I love Diablo sauce. Do you want to taste my Diablo sauce? I want to cover you in my Diablo sauce. That and your odd habit of staying inside all the time. Being a streamer in Michigan. Streamer, is that what you call it? It's the sort of behavior, Jeff Mack, that could lead you to meet me in a dark kitchen someplace for an interrogation, having to call your buddy Edward to throw your bail. Do you think Edward would do that? Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. And that's the point. Behave yourself. And if you can manage that, Jeff Mack, I'll let you go just this once, but I'll be watching, and I'll see you soon on the TV, my new streaming crime network, True Blue, TRUBLU. Watch trueblue.com for details. With new Predator investigations out now, podcast, Predators I've Caught. Don't be in them, just watch and listen to them. In the meantime, I'll be watching out for you, so stay safe, stay healthy, and stay out of trouble.
Anyways, that was Chris Hansen letting me know. Better stay in the green. Better be doing the right thing. I think he was jealous. I think he was jealous. I'm out here slinging that Diablo sauce. I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. This next one's titled, I Stump for Trump. BLM leader calls out Democrats and endorses President Trump. Hey, appreciate you being here, Astral Hammer. Be safe out there. Hair juicer. I don't know if I could say that out loud. That is something, though. Sam with the... Is that mild? Got some mild. Zero, does that mean he watches you? I doubt that Chris Hansen's watching me. I doubt it. I don't know, maybe. That'd be awesome. What's up, Lori? Happy freedom. Just reading through. I might do that later today. I wanted to crop that part of the live out, and I never did. So there's a lot of people that didn't realize that we had that video. Maybe I'll do it today. Miss Jamie, is there a place on the Rumble page that gives your mailing address? No. It is on the contact page of the website. As far as I know, that's the only way to find the P.O. box. If I would stop clicking the wrong buttons. There, if you click that link, it should take you to the contact page, and it's somewhere near the top. You should be able to just copy it. Let's see. That would be awesome, Fresca Bean. I would appreciate that. No worries. No worries, Fresca. I knew what you were saying. Iceburn. Nope, I'm not on the radar. I'm not a sex offender. My sex it's not offensive. It's enjoyed. DeRosa to Mac a Predator. Is that what I was doing for 10 years? God, I was lost out in the woods. Out in the wilderness. I need help. You crack me up, DeRosa. What's going on with Twitch? There we go. There we go. What's up, iKnives? Happy freedom. Hoppers, don't eat the taco sauce. I don't know what exactly Edward said to him in the cameo. He's like, phrases like cover you in my Diablo sauce. I was like, what? I never said that. Those are false accusations. You watch yourself, Chris Hansen. I'll get you for defamation of character. I never said that. I never said that. Not in the public, I didn't. Oh, I appreciate you, Jerry. God bless you. Joe, the Chris Hansen thing was bought from the cameo. Yeah. Yep. Matt, you're heading Taco Bell right now? What are you getting? Is it Taco Tuesday right now? Ah, it is. It is. My favorite holiday every week. Sam with the crying taco. Actually, that sounds explicit. Don't talk about the crying tacos. YouTube will get sensitive. We're getting tacos today. That's all I know. After all that, we're getting tacos. Chris Hansen said so. Anyways, moving forward, this next one is titled I Stumped for Trump. BLM leader calls out Democrats and endorses President Trump. Never thought I'd see the day. And I like how the guy is all pompous about it too. When they start talking, he's like, yeah, we know what's going on. We know who supports us and who doesn't support us. And blue team's a bunch of radicals. President Trump's got money, and he's got a mug shot like I do. So we endorse President Trump. Over at BLM, blah, blah, blah. Talking that stupid shit. Anyways, let's get it started.
Now to this, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, Rhode Island, is endorsing former President Trump and calling out the Democrats for what he calls years of racist policies. Watch.
You know, we've been used and abused for so long at that party. They don't value our vote. Their policies are basically racist policies, and I believe it's a racist party. Donald Trump he's the opposite. He's going to tell you how it is. He's going to give it to you straight. Trump has done more for the black community than any president I can think of in my lifetime.
And he's not alone in his criticism. President Biden faces dismal approval numbers among black voters in key swing states. Joining us now, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Rhode Island, Mark Fisher. Mark, thanks so much for joining the program. This is my favorite story of the day because it identifies with what I've seen in the barbershop. All the brothers, for some reason right now, are turning tides right now. And I just wonder, what is the big reason?
I think personally, it's the duplicity of the Democrats, the hypocrisy. We're not stupid. The brothers are not stupid. We understand when someone's for us and when someone is not. And it's obvious that the Democratic Party is not for us.
Yeah, I can't.
Their policies actually strike at the heart of the black family and the nuclear family.
Yeah, so, you were a part of Black Lives Matter. You founded it there. And now you're saying, you're not saying the entire Republican Party, you're saying Donald Trump. So what is it about Donald Trump? Is it the economics? You noted the black family. What is it going to take for him to shore up this support amongst black voters?
Well, I just think that it's going to take information. A lot of people are misinformed. They don't really understand because they don't educate themselves on Donald Trump as a person and his history. But if they do that, and it's going to take, leaders, educated leaders, getting the word out there, I think that it'll happen on its own and it'll be organic because personally, I love the man. I mean, how could you not like if a real man? How could you not relate to someone like that?
Yeah, he watches every morning, so I'm sure he's cheering as you're saying this. We looked at some of the polls for Trump over Biden in the battleground states. In 2020, it was 8%. Now in 2023, he has 22%. And that's just not black men. So the election is right around the corner. If you had the opportunity to talk to the former president, I'm sure he's watching right now, what would you tell him?
Call me on my cell phone, man. I'll stop for Trump.
Mark, I'm fascinated by you. Why did you end up leaving Black Lives Matter? Or are you still affiliated with it?
No, I'm still affiliated with it. All day. Because the thing about it is my message that I preach and that I tout is unity. It's a message of unity. It's unity driven. I want to bring together all the marginalized groups from the margins and bring them to the center, because we're stronger together as a one nation under indivisible under God.
Yeah. Mark Fisher, I think all Americans can go with a message of unity. We thank you so much for coming on the program. I hope you'll come back and check in with us.
I appreciate you. Keep up the good work, Lawrence.
You got it, brother.
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kilmer.
What do you mean? You didn't know BLM was a bunch of Trump supporting Christians? You didn't know that? You didn't know that? That's the way God made him, he said. He said he only believes in God. And if you looked into President Trump, you'd follow him too. You didn't know BLM was like that? I've been like that. All day. All day been like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's not the BLM we were seeing in the streets. We used to talk about this a lot when we were covering the protesters. There is a separation between the BLM organization and BLMers in the streets burning shit down. The organization makes everything look all professional and fancy, and then all the heathens hit the streets in their BLM gear, and everybody goes, oh, they're so brave. Because people take the professionalism and then they just attach it to the protesters in the streets. Well, now the organization says they're a bunch of Trump supporting Christians. Well, can't wait till the BLMers hit the streets with their rainbow hair and how there's systematic racism all over America. And they hate President Trump because the kid's in cages. Well, they better change their tone now, because one of the leaders of BLM says there's some Trump supporting Christians. I didn't know. That's the wildest thing ever. I never thought we would cover a video like that. I don't know. Now you guys got ammunition. You see BLMers in the chats out on Twitter and Facebook, and they're talking all that crap. Be like, by the way, I heard you guys support Trump, and I'm cool with that. See how they feel about that. Like I always do, and I'm just going to remind you, because that's quite the video there. Shortly after the live, when I'm making thumbnails and all that stuff, I post the receipts for all the videos we cover in the description. So if you would like to come back and grab that link shortly after we're not live and share it to all your friends and let them know BLM is now some Trump supporting Christians, you're welcome to do that. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. This next one's titled Colorado Lawmaker Expected to Ban Fatphobia. And it's really humorous because it's one of the skinniest states, and apparently they're going to disregard weight. And they even mention kind of like in safety situations where there's weight limits, they're going to do away with weight limits because it's offensive to wide people. People are so stupid it kills me. Cornish, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Exactly. I don't know, it's crazy sauce. I didn't expect that. Man, BLM's just butthurt that the border crossers are taking all their freebies. Could be. It could be. It could be a sympathy thing, because they all went and bought mansions and then they couldn't provide receipts for where all the money was going, and they found out it was like money laundering and a bunch of other stuff they got in trouble for and whatever. And so on top of the protesters burning everything down, then all the numbers came out from the BLM organization, and so they just lost support like across the country, which it was undeserving in the first place, but they lost all that support. So I wonder if they're trying to like pretend to turn over a new leaf to try and gain new support for this upcoming election year, because they're going to need more bodies in the streets to be burning stuff down, more than they got right now. Just reading through. 164 in the chat over on Rumble. You guys gotta hit that like button though. My goodness. hit the thumbs up, get us on the front page. And like I said, if you join the membership program over on Rumble, it has a promo code thing on the landing page. If you type in Hooligan with all capital letters, you can get your first month membership over on Rumble for a doll hair for $1. Cricket Kiss, Trump attorneys just filed for J6 docs and communications, probably BLM in those. Oh yeah, that could be. That could be. I'm still waiting to see if the Georgia hearing is going to be televised. I hope it is. I hope it is. I don't know if the I don't think it's an appeal. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the form has been rejected or not, but I know that they were applying to have it televised. And I hope it is, because Trump keeps alluding to they're going to bring all the evidence to that trial. All the evidence they did for all the certification hearings and all that we covered back in 2020. Hundreds of hours of those hearings that we covered. And it ended up doing nothing because the Supreme Court wouldn't give it a day in court. So they never really got to go to court to provide the real evidence of what happened in 2020, because nobody would allow a day in court. So what Georgia's doing to Trump indirectly is giving him a day in court to provide all the evidence. And I don't know, it's tricky, but I really hope it wakes all the normies up. I hope it's live, televised, and all that stuff. We're absolutely going to cover it. We're not going to cover it on YouTube, because YouTube will have a fit about that stuff, but we'll be live everywhere else covering it as long as it's televised. And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be one of those full circle moments, kind of like when the Derek Chauvin trial happened. Like, we watched the riots literally the first day. My very first day of live streaming was like May 29th, and it was the day that the riots started. And we covered that all, I mean, well, we're still covering it, but we covered it all the way up until Derek Chauvin trial, and it was like one of those full circle moments where we saw the beginning and now we're at the end of it. We did the same thing with Kyle. We covered him live in the streets, and then we also covered him a year later at his own trial because of what happened live in the streets. And I think this is going to be another one of those moments. 2020, we covered the hearings for the certification. We saw all the evidence. We keep track of all that stuff. We still have all that stuff. And now here we are, 2024, about to go through another primary election. This is our second primary election that we've done live. And now we're about to go full circle and see what happened in 2020 when President Trump goes to court in Georgia. Hopefully it's televised, and then we'll be able to cover that. And I want to see all the normies waking up. I think it's going to be awesome. Just reading through. Matthew, Hunter agrees to testify. I think it's funny that Hunter indicted Trump or whatever for his charges, because they're trying to say that they're going after Hunter Biden for all these different things he's doing, and he's saying it's Trump's fault. It's a political witch hunt done by Trump. Even though it's the FBI and the DOJ going after Hunter Biden, he's claiming it's Trump's fault. So now they're bringing Trump into Hunter's cases. Matthew, Cardi B's a dude. I don't think Cardi B is a dude, but she's she's something. She's something. See a lot of people talking about grifting. Yeah. That's what I think this guy's doing too. I think he doesn't have any kind of leverage or anything like that. And like I said, I think they want sympathy. I think they want sympathy. Iceburn with the memes. You guys crack me up with all that stuff. It's flipping through. Big Mac of Pride. The Diablo sauce is a must. It is. It is. Great Wolf, if you don't like Taco Bell, Taco Bell's not good for you, but it's one of the places, it's one of the few places to get food that is still cheap. It's not as cheap as it used to be. It used to be like 50 cents a taco, and I don't know what it is now. Probably $1.30. I don't know. I don't eat tacos unless she's pretty. But I've been getting those Chipotle chicken ranch burritos or whatever, and those are only like $2 a piece. So I get 4 of those, and then I was getting those Baja Blasts, but they're flat every time I get them. So I don't know what I'm going to have to get next time. But that's what I normally do is get a large drink and 4 burritos. And I think it's like a whole $10 or something like that. You try to order that much food from McDonald's, it's going to be like $46. I don't even know last time I went to McDonald's. I haven't been able to afford it. And their food sucks. Their food sucks. You got to pretty much eat it while sitting on the toilet. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. Yeah. Paul, I call BS on this guy. He's just a leftist trying to be edgy. Could be. Could be. Benji, Trump's ready to lose again. Well, he hasn't lost yet, so, I mean, whatever you say, bud. Hey, I appreciate you, Lenita. Hoppers, you're going to the Bell now? Look, everybody's going to Taco Bell. There's too much snow on the ground. I can't go to Taco Bell, but I'm going to be making my own tacos, I'm thinking. Alex King, 20% off Taco Bell gift card. I didn't even know they did gift cards. Sam, 2024 is going to be a repeat of 2020. I'm thinking so. I don't know if we're going to have as large of protests and stuff as we did in 2020. And we need some sort of catalyst. There has to be something to spark to cause that much outrage. I don't know if we'll have that much, like, I don't think we'll have as large amounts of crowds, but I think we're going to see the same crazy sauce. Just people just screaming their lungs out and acting like assholes and just unpredictable things happening every day. I think we're going to have stuff like that. We'll see, though. You never know. They could flip it. Like, what if they did something bad to the Orange Eagle and then all the conservatives hit the streets? What if the conservatives burn America down this round? That'd be pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know. I try to keep an open mind. What's up, Dance Master? What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Sherry, yeah, we covered all that stuff. We covered all those hearings and stuff, all the witnesses, the testimonies under oath, the scientific findings by the experts, the modem. I mean, even in the Arizona audit, they found problems. Now, they claim that Old Man Walter had even more votes than what they thought in Arizona, and they try to portray it as Trump lost worse in Arizona than they originally thought. But the point of the matter is that it wasn't accurate. That's the whole point of the audit. And for some reason, people don't grab onto that. They're too worried about, like, people would rather pay $16 for a piece of chicken and tell you that Trump lost than own up to the reality of the situation that it wasn't as accurate as it should have been. Like, that's the reality of the situation. But people don't want to grab onto that. They just want to scream that Trump lost. Yay, okay, Trump lost, so you're paying $5 for gas. You know what I mean? Like, what are you getting out of that? It doesn't hurt me to say that Trump lost. It doesn't hurt me. You're paying as much for gas as I am too, you idiot, you dumbass. Like, that's why I think people who are, I'll just say anti-Trump, because there is nobody that's pro-Biden. You're either anti-Trump or you're not. So you're defaulting on Old Man Walter than actually choosing Old Man Walter. So you let the world you let the world affect you and let that make your choices instead of your brain. That when people say they're anti-Trumpers, that's what they're saying. That they're so offended by Trump that makes their decisions for them because they can't use their own brain to make choices based off what they want. Like, I want cheaper gas, I'm going to vote for the person that's going to give me cheaper gas. But soft and stupid trolls out there, they would rather just scream Trump lost and not even be able to afford gas because they don't have a car or teeth. They just got a meth addiction, and that's all they got going on. So, I don't know. Nothing like letting the world make the choices for you. Space Baby, a cooking stream would be interesting. Chef Mac. Yeah, it's going to be cooking with hooligans. It's been, I think, almost 2 years now. It's been just sitting in the oven waiting. I don't have the space to do it. My kitchen is so small. My kitchen's smaller than my bathroom. And my bathroom is like elbow to elbow. Like, I might as well live in a camper. I might as well pay rent to live in a camper. Cricket Kiss, back when Taco Bell used to be real meat, not anymore. Yeah. Miss Jamie, I'll check it right after the live. Absolutely, Sherry. Drill, baby, drill. Oh, and we have a Trump live coming up. I believe it's Saturday. Snooks keeps reminding me, and I'm just a forgetful hooligan. I believe it's Saturday. I think it's supposed to be at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. It's not a Trump rally. He's speaking live somewhere. And I have intentions of covering it. So that is coming up this weekend. Just a reminder. Oh my god, Iceburn. I'm showing this. This is awesome. Iceburn just posted this over on Odyssey. Meanwhile, at Mar-a-Lago, look at Trump. That's the reality of the situation. He looks like a pirate. He looks like a pirate. Sherry. It cost $89 for 3 small bags of food. Yeah. I can't get groceries without spending $130, $180, and it's usually about 3 bags of groceries. And I don't even really get anything. I can't hardly eat that much stuff because of all my stomach problems. I eat like the same 4 meals every week. Alex King, all you make is macaroni at nighttime. That's what it sounds like. Snooks. Saturday Trump speech. Oh, it's in Iowa. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. Iowa, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Looking forward to it. Let's see. Iceberg, I have lots of memes. I know, I see that. It's awesome. Enter username. Oh, that's in. Is that the next one? December 2nd? Cricket Kiss. Thrift stores, cans of beans, and wagons to ride in. Thanks, Bidenomics. Yeah, exactly. Matthew, next time I go to the store, I'll get you an accurate price on chicken. It's not as... I don't know what the actual price is. I know it's too much. I know every time I go to buy it, I go, nope, not buying that. Reading through. All right, anyways. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened. Anyways, we're going to move on to this next one. It's titled, Colorado Lawmakers Expected to Ban Fatphobia. I don't know why this is necessary. People worry about the stupidest stuff. It's so stupid. Worried about fatphobia. Nobody's scared. I wish they would stop sticking phobia at the end of every word that people don't like. Like, it's not dog shit phobia. Nobody likes to eat or smell or step in dog shit. That doesn't make it a phobia. We just don't like it. Okay? I guess. Anti dog shit. So I don't understand. Sticking phobia after everything is some liberal stuff. That's some soft and stupid stuff. That's like saying that deleting a baby is healthcare for women. It's blue team stuff, blue team phrasing all day. It's got to be worded. It has to have the gaslighting in the wording of the phrase itself. Otherwise, you could tell like it wasn't made by blue team, because it's got to have severe gaslighting and it's some severe victimhood going on by the predators themselves, because that's what happens. Anyways, let's get this started.
Now to this, America's healthiest state, Colorado, is set to ban fat phobia in housing and also the workplace. News Nation's Emily Finn has the latest on the legislation they're now looking to pass. Emily?
Well, Marky, good morning. Lawmakers in Colorado are looking to follow suit with other states like Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Jersey to introduce a law that would prevent employers and housing providers from discriminating against anyone considered to be overweight. The law would prevent landlords from turning away obese people from renting due to weight limits and would also implement rules to accommodate those who are overweight in the workplace. Fat acceptance is a trend throughout the U.S. right now, with more and more major U.S. cities getting on board to enact legislation protecting overweight people. This year in New York City, lawmakers passed a similar fat phobia law as obesity rates in the U.S. have skyrocketed in recent years. And what makes this extra interesting, the Rocky Mountain State is actually the skinniest in the whole country, meaning they have the lowest percentage of obesity in the U.S. 25% of Coloradoans are considered obese, but when we compare that to West Virginia, that's the most unhealthy state, where the obesity rate is 71%. None of the most obese states in the U.S. have any laws on the books preventing discrimination against overweight people, but 5 of the healthiest states are all proposing similar anti-weight discrimination laws. Activist Crystal Hartman with the Obesity Action Coalition says that she hopes the push for these new rules will help overweight people feel more acceptance.
Just to humanize this disease and to take away the blame and the shame is incredibly important, just like it is all of the other types of discrimination that these laws are looking to abolish. This is a huge step forward for us, and we really hope that
It's not, though.
Starts a grassroots efforts across the U.S. so that weight stigma, weight bias, and weight discrimination is a thing of the past.
Leave it to a skinny person to fight for fat people, just kind of like the white liberals screaming BLM.
Sometime in the next year.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnation.now.
What a waste of time. What a waste of time and money. Fat shaming. Saying you can't get on the ladder because it won't hold your body weight is not shaming. It's facts. Like, I don't understand that at all. So are they going to do the same thing for pedophiles? They're going to say that we need laws to protect pedophiles because otherwise they're discriminated against because you won't allow them to be at the school with your children. Is that discrimination against them? It's not. Because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. The problem with all these laws and goofy policies that they're passing is that they don't step back and look at the big picture. Does it help doing the right thing? Like, you have to have a vision of the destination, right? What's the goal of the law? To keep order, to provide structure, to provide a happier lifestyle, things like that. Telling people that you're going to disregard measures that have been put in place due to weight, which is a factual measurement that's necessary, to say you're going to disregard that because of someone's feelings is only going to get people killed. People killed, people injured. You're not helping anything. And if it does create some large paradise, well then great. Your state will be full of humongous people, which is not a good thing. It's not good for your health to be that way. You want Americans to be healthy, right? Because then they're going to live longer. You want a healthy society. So why are you wasting everybody's time making measures to make large people feel more comfortable? Like, I don't want anybody doing bad things to anybody, but what they're talking about is something different. It's not any different than allowing pedophiles to go to schools because it's considered discrimination. Like, what are they going to do next? They're going to change the tags on our shirts. We'll just have extra, extra small, small, medium. There won't be larges anymore because it's too offensive. Is the phrasing too offensive to our wider Americans? Grow up. Stop being so soft. Stop being so soft. You get punched in the face, you ain't gonna be worried about people calling you fat. I promise. I promise. That stuff is stupid. That is a stupid waste of time. Stupid waste of time. Trying to defend people that don't need it. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Defending people from things that ain't even going on. So stupid. So stupid. They're like, currently there's no laws against discriminating against people who are overweight. Because there shouldn't be. I've never seen anybody really discriminate against about weight. And maybe it's happening and I'm just unaware of it. We're going to see when I read through the chat, decided on whether or not I've pissed everybody off. But I see more people being treated poorly just for being a woman or being a man, depending on what the situation is, than anybody being mistreated over their weight. I don't see people being mistreated over that. I see people having suggestions. Like, hey, bud, I don't think you're going to be able to ride that bike. You're a little bit too big for it. Or, hey, man, I don't think we got enough room here on the couch for you. It's not discrimination. It's factual things going on here. I don't know. Those soft and stupid people love to be delusional. And the more they can blur the lines of reality, the more they will. They want everybody soft-spoken and soft-handed and all this stuff and da-da-da. Let them bang your kids. Enjoy it. Don't discriminate against them. Go ahead and be overweight and use everybody's bathroom and go into the women's locker room and victimize them, but don't let them stand up for themselves because they're a bunch of bigots. We'll stick phobia on the end of a phrase and then we'll tell them they're bad people. Like, what is going on? We got to make those punches in the face great again before we lose America, because things are off the rails. They're off the rails. We're going to read through the chat really quick. Our next video is Peter Ducey calls out KJP saying, is this still Trump's fault? Talking about inflation. Hair juicer, where was it at in Iowa? I am not sure. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Oh, you're talking about the Trump thing, because that was in Colorado. I'll have to find it. I'll get it to you just a second. Hair juicer. Joe, what happens when an obese individual takes a bath upstairs and the tub falls through the floor? Is that the landlord's responsibility? It is in Colorado. It is, because if he exceeds the weight limits, that's discrimination. Those limits, those are discriminations. When he hops on a ride on the county fair and he gets put in the zipper and they're like, buddy, you're 300 pounds over the weight limit. He's like, don't discriminate against me. And then he gets launched like a rocket over the county fair as he gets whipped out of the machine. I don't know. We'll see. This is almost the equivalence of taking the warning labels off of non-edible items. You want to just disregard weight limits because it's discrimination? Well, we'll see why the weight limits are there, won't we? Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's reading through. Fresca Bean. Are you on the app? The Rumble app on Android is not good. It is not good. Everything is stuttering and staggering. I don't know. They need to work on the Android app. Space Baby, you're a great cook. Not me. Not me. Guess I'm Jay. I love eating my own food. I don't. See, I'm on the other end of that. I feel like food tastes better if I don't make it. And I watch Gordon Ramsay and all that stuff, and all I can do is I can make a good bowl of cereal. I make alright mac and cheese, and I can make chicken fried rice or steak fried rice, and everything else I cook is basically a hockey puck. You're just like, is this tree bark or is this rock? I just feel my teeth breaking, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that way. And I'm like, just enjoy the experience. And they're like, thanks. And that's what it's like cooking with me. Wait till we get the cooking show. You'll see. Guess MJ, you crack me up. I don't think we can say. What do they say now? Dwarfs? What is the politically correct term? What is the YouTube correct term for really short people? Tin Man. I wonder why. Let me see why that would be. There shouldn't be any login issues happening because we only have one security system now. My brain's not working. Members. No, wrong button. 10 Man. Man, did you cancel your membership? Because tomorrow your membership expires. And I wonder if it actually is today. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to look into it in a second. 10 Man. But it says that you're on the, like, you're about to roll over. And I don't know if, like, maybe your card is expired or if it's just some glitch happening. Because we shouldn't be having these issues anymore. October 29th. Yeah. Your membership's on the brink of expiring, or maybe it's expiring right now. But I'll work with you and we'll get it figured out. Joe, years ago, I did maintenance for a slumlord. I would worry about the stairs and toilets. Glad I don't work there anymore. Yeah. I don't know. That's how the places are here that are for rent. Like, there's something weird going on in the bathroom. There's like this loud vibration sound, but I can't go into other people's apartments and figure out what's happening. The maintenance won't do anything, so I'm like, well, hopefully a pipe will just explode in the wall and then you guys will come do something about it, because there's nothing like being stuck in the bathroom for an hour and hearing like behind the wall. I don't know what it is. It drives me nuts though. Cody, you ain't never wore a schmedium? When I was younger, my brother Daryl and my brother Devin, they would put on like small and medium wife beaters, like tank tops, because they would say it makes your muscles look bigger. And I'm like, you guys are stupid. I'm like, you're so stupid. And be like, man, what is that? Is that a small? Is that a medium? We're like, he's got that schmedium on. And so we would just talk crap. Every time they would come out with tank tops or wife beaters on, I'd be like, I got that schmedium on, don't you? I'm pretty sure women's clothing comes in schmediums and stuff like that, though. Women's clothing is, you got to be a rocket scientist to figure that stuff out. It's like they set us up for failure. They set us men up for failure. Like, you're doing the laundry, the wife comes in, they're like, so you can fold that? Like, what is this? What? I don't even know how to hold this. Like, this belongs on a hanger. It's got strings and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. Women got 16 different kinds of underwear and 15 kinds of t-shirts and stuff. It's I don't know why it's like that. Like, if you ever notice any store you go to, it's like this little section off in the corner in the back is the men's section. And then the other 3/4 of the building is all the women's clothing. I don't know why it's like that. Cody half person. Simply Witchy snack size. You hooligans crack me up. Tree herder, I'm 300 pounds, but I also wear a size 15 shoe. I don't throw a fit when I'm over the limit. Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really see people getting shamed or just discriminated against. Now, of course, I've heard bullying and stuff. I went to public school. But as far as adults being like, you can't eat here because of your weight, you can't come watch the movie with us because your size, I've never heard anybody do that. I mean, and again, maybe it's happening somewhere, but I've never heard it. Space Baby, the vibrator left on. I think it's the boiler system. I think it's something with the boiler system causing vibrations in the walls. And it's loud. It's like somebody with a jackhammer in the wall. But they'll figure it out. Serum, sorry, I forgot my pocket pet. The batteries will die out eventually. Yeah. What's up, Crystals? Happy freedom. RK, yeah. We need Tree Herder to throw a shoe at KJP. Let her have it. Iceberg, you're killing me with those memes. What's up, Gladestone? Happy freedom. What's up, Red Wagon? Xerxo, yeah. Absolutely. Jeff, the little people. The little people of the world. Alex, I changed my eating habits, not my pant size. I feel like a little bullying is good. You know, like, the sooner you stop moving, the faster you start dying. That's how it works. That's why retirement is dangerous. Because when you retire, if you don't stay moving, it'll be the last thing you do. It's proven. It's proven. It's factual. The sooner you stop moving, the faster you start dying. So I feel like bullying has a place in the world. As much as they try to do away with bullying, complacency will kill you faster than bullying will. Being comfortable wallowing in your own filth will kill you. Having somebody tell you that you're gross because you're wallowing in your own filth, that little disgruntled feeling you feel may get you up and get you out of your own mess. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes bullying is the motivation that you're missing out on. Everybody in your life is telling you what you should do, why you should do it, in an advice way, not an authoritarian way, but in an advice way, and people care about you, so they're telling you this stuff. And you ain't doing it. You're like, it's too hard, it takes too long, it takes too much effort. I want to fix my life, but I don't want to put forth the effort. And all these people around you who love you and are soft-spoken to you, and they're tailoring to your needs and catering to you and all this stuff, and you're still not getting off your ass and doing what you need to do. But then people start poking fun at you and making fun of you and making memes of you and doing all this stuff, and you're like, well, I don't like this. Well, they don't care that you don't like it. Obviously, the soft-handed little pats on the shoulder by the loved ones isn't doing it. So now the bullies are pointing at you and calling you names and stuff. And eventually, you'll either get over it and enjoy the bullies, or you'll get up and do something about it and take away the reason that you're being bullied in the first place. Now, I don't know. I think it has a place in the world. I don't want bad things to happen to anybody, but I think bullying has a purpose. And it could be air in the water line. That could be. And I shop in the men's section for heavy, long underwear to keep my legs warm. I get baby sunscreen. I do the same kind of things, being strategic. Because baby sunscreen is not to make babies tan. It's to prevent sun damage on their skin. And so I can only use sunscreen if it's made for babies, because otherwise it doesn't do anything. It doesn't save me. I could be just bathing in regular sunscreen like SPF 70 and stuff like that, and I will still get sunburned to the point where I have huge blisters on my shoulders. So I know what you mean. You gotta shop strategically. Like, a lot of times women will use men's deodorant because women's deodorant isn't tough enough. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. Doing what you gotta do to get by, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Adapt and survive. JT3 retirement only gave me more time to work. Yeah. Well, and that's I feel like that's the trade-off that people should look forward to if they have the availability, is that when you retire from work, now you get more time to do what you want to do. It's the people who retire and do nothing that kick the bucket in 2 years, because that obligation to go to work, to clock in, to do things, to talk to people, to do all the shit you don't want to do is actually what keeps you alive. And it's weird because I like watch it with my grandparents and stuff like that. And it's what keeps you alive. That pull, that need for you to be a part of society keeps you living. And when you recluse and you live in your house and you don't go outside and you don't do anything, you sit on your couch all day, you don't even leave the room because you're retired, you have nothing going on, you don't make anything for yourself to do. Next thing you know, you're dead. You're just gone. Because of the obvious, I guess. Depression and everything else will creep up on you. You feel like you don't serve a purpose in the world. There's nothing pulling you out of the house. There's no one waiting for you to come to work, or, there's no consequence for you not leaving and coming to work that day. There's no people bringing you out of your home. And so there's that lack of pull. There's that lack of somebody needing you. And so then eventually you go without purpose until you're not here anymore. Anyways, we're going to move on to this next one. It's titled Peter Ducey Calls Out KJP. Is this still Trump's fault? Talking about inflation.
Weren't you talking about the president?
All right, hooligans, let's get this started.
Lawrence, you were talking about the President of the United States. The number one issue, according to a brand new Bloomberg Morning Consult poll with swing voters, the number one issue is the economy. And everybody is feeling the pinch. As it turns out, prices have gone down, but because of inflation, they haven't returned to where they were before the pandemic.
Yep.
And Bloomberg actually did the math, and you're not going to like this.
So if you went to the grocery store before the pandemic, let's say you filled up that cart right there, you go to the grocery store, everything's $100. If you do that today, the same groceries, and you take them to the register, look how much you're going to pay now. You're going to have basically an extra $20 in your pocket to pay for those same groceries. Everything's going up. Even if you get a pay raise at work, it's gobbled up by inflation. Inflation is so high. Housing affordability is the worst on record. Auto loan rates have soared because of inflation and because of the interest rates. Borrowing with a credit card has never been so expensive.
It's all across the board. Yesterday, I went to the grocery store last night, and I picked up a bottle of ketchup. You know how much a bottle of ketchup? A medium bottle of ketchup.
How much?
$6.
That's ridiculous.
Coffee has gone up $2
You better save
a
the
pound.
packs when you get food in the green room.
But I will
save the little ketchup pack.
I will say this for
Brian, just one more little detail. Hamburger, which is a staple. Hamburger is approaching $6 a pound. And here's the thing. And I know the White House is very concerned about the price of things. Joe Biden will not be reelected president if hamburger is $6 a pound. America cannot survive on $6 hamburger, period.
And here's why, Steve. Play it down the pike. It's not just that hamburger. It also hurts Hamburger Helper.
That's right.
Because you need Hamburger Helper. Who's going to buy Hamburger Helper if hamburger's too hard?
No,
Also, special
Brian,
thanks to
you need Hamburger Helper because that actually stretches the hamburger.
That's a good point. I would also like to bring up, too, thank goodness for the Heinz people, and yes, the Kari family, for making ketchup squeezable.
Yeah,
because you no longer have to hit the bottom or the side, and that saves a lot because a lot of times you slap it right out of your hand.
This is true.
Because you're determined to get the rest of ketchup out of the bottom. But I will say this.
Okay.
How is it that the President of the United States uses this opportunity to get mad at people for not understanding how good the economy is and then blame MAGA Republicans and corporations, greedy corporations, for the price of things right now? Not the money that he's spending of ours to force inflation up and devaluing the dollar.
It's the president's energy policy, and if you go to the New York Times, I just love this article. Could President Biden's clean energy push be a victim of its own success?
Well,
So they're doubling down on this. They're saying that the president, because he was so good at it, that the demand is up, because all these people are buying these EV cars, apparently. They're not.
Except for Ford, who doesn't want to make them anymore.
But he's a victim of his own success, Steve.
No, here's the thing. Peter Ducey was in the front row at the White House yesterday, and as it turns out, the reason hamburger is approaching $6 a pound, wait for it, watch.
So here's the thing. When we walked into this administration, the economy was on a tailspin. That is the fact, because of the last administration.
KJP is looking rough. Like, it's only been a couple weeks that we haven't covered her, like 2 weeks. And her eyes look all sank in, and her face lines right here are deeper than they used to be. And I know that she's 50 years old. You don't have to point it out. I am aware. But she looks a lot different in the last 2 weeks than how she's looked the entire time we've been covering her. She looks like right there, she looks like her hair is photoshopped on her head. It looks like that ain't even KJP. The face part don't even look like her. I wonder if she's doing fentanyl. Because she's got the look. She's got the zombie. She looks like an extra from the Thriller music video. Not good.
Because of the Trump administration, because of how they dealt with COVID and the pandemic, because they didn't have a comprehensive plan.
But almost 3 years in office, inflation is up over 17% since President Biden came here. And you're saying that's still Trump's fault?
Inflation is moderating because of the actions that this president has taken.
Because prices are going up slower, they're still high.
Campaign message.
Blame Trump.
We weren't able to make things better over the last 4 years, even though we promised that we were, and it's all because of Donald Trump.
And by the way, if you ask Larry Summers, that rescue package totally unnecessary, and it fueled inflation. Larry Summers, Treasury Secretary for Obama.
Natural gas up 29%, electricity up 25%, groceries up 25%, restaurant food up 24%, and if you want to buy a used car, it's up 35%.
The average price of a monthly car payment in America now is $736. This is for the average car. There's 20
because of interest rates.
Afford that.
Right, exactly. You can't.
Or you don't go buy a car because you got to finance it, and the interest rates are too high.
This is why it is the #1 issue with voters, and Joe Biden has better do something about it.
Because you're hurting Hamburger Helper by hurting hamburger.
See, no,
that's what I get
Brian,
from this.
I think that's actually helping Hamburger Helper's sales.
What do you mean? Because hamburger's more expensive, you're looking to get other things around
you. You don't need as much meat because you've got the noodles.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Right. It's not just a hamburger.
Right. I mean, you could have a pizza flavor hamburger. Who thought? That's the engineers.
The problem with my lasagna is I have to use 2 packets of meat because I like it really meaty.
I do too, Angela.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. And more sauce.
More flavor to it.
Right. When you were shopping with Sean, did you notice these prices so high?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Okay,
but that's the great thing about traveling with Sean Hannity because it's not a problem.
He's like, let's get top sirloin. I'm on prime time.
I was going to pay for it, but he's like, I got this. And I said, okay.
I got the morning show salary. You got the prime time salary.
Yeah, that's why the waiters like to wait on him. Because 100% tip.
I'm Steve.
Oh, by inflation.
America great again.
That's what everybody's waiting on. That's kind of been the consistent theme out of all these videos, is that everybody's just waiting on President Trump to fix things because things aren't getting better. Things aren't getting better. Even their lies from the White House are just getting worse and worse. Everything is going downhill. It's no good. We got one video left talking about a streaker at Disneyland, but first we're going to read through the chat really quick. Man, damn you, Trump. I know, that's what they think all day. They're just like, Trump, right before they go to sleep at night. Just belly aching about it. And at $100 more is an add to our grocery bill. And this is for 2. We didn't even spend that much when I took care of my mom when she lived with us. Yeah, I barely even... Like, I don't buy any snacks. I don't buy chips. I don't buy cookies. I only buy meals. That's all I buy. I buy stuff for tacos, stuff for Sloppy Joes, stuff to have cheeseburgers, rice, like Chinese food, steak and rice, chicken and rice, things like that. Vegetables, blueberries, because I don't really eat any other kind of fruit. Fruits don't have very much nutrition for it. Most of it's water, but blueberries have stuff. They got stuff in them. I can't think of antioxidants or something like that. I don't know. They got something in them that's good for you. So I eat blueberries and blueberry wine because blueberry wine's good for you. Probably not, but anyways. I only buy what I need outside of the blueberry wine. And it's same thing. It's like 2-3 bags, $160, $70 later. I'm like, great. And then you eat it it's all gone by Thursday. And you're like, well, gotta wait till Sunday to get more groceries. And then you're like, scoot over, Klaus. We're sharing this plate of food today. He's like, why are you putting all that Diable on my cat chow? This is my cat chow, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. Serum, yeah, pretending you're broke is weird. That's what the White House insists. That we're just ungrateful. We're ungrateful for the doll hairs that we have. Crystal antioxidants, yeah. Yep. Matt, most of our meat comes from 4-H kids. Support kids and get fresh homegrown meat. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. We got a lot of cattle farms here. What is it called? Country Dairy? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Country Dairy because, well, I've lived in Michigan almost my whole life. But Country Dairy is like a big thing here, and I live not 20 minutes from there. So like all the cheese that's in the area, all the milk, all the dairy products in the like immediate vicinity is all from Country Dairy down the road, and that's the same kind of stuff. Like they're a part of the 4-H stuff that goes on at the county fair. All their cows are not shapeshifters. They're not turning their wieners inside out or anything like that. They're just regular cows. And so a lot of the stuff that we have here is like the real deal. And there's a lot of farms that sell meat and they'll process it and all of that. A lot of them make money during this season because you'll take deer and for a fee, they'll process your deer meat and stuff so you don't have to. A lot of people take advantage of that. There's a lot of synergy like that here. You can get real food where I live thanks to all the farmland and stuff around here. Snooks, I just eat less to save money. That's what I do too. I go live longer to eat less because I try to eat like the whole time I'm not live because I love food. It makes me happy. And yeah, so I go live longer to make my doll hairs stretch farther. That's what I do. The Rosa Schmedium bottle of ketchup. That's all we can afford nowadays. Gladstone. The lefties will do everything in their power to cheat and not let Trump win. I know it. I know it. We just gotta wait for it to happen. I'm hoping that it's not cut and dry like that. I hope it's not a bunch of 2020 all over again. Everybody knows what happened. None of us are allowed to talk about it. 4 more years old man Walter or Newsom or whoever. But I don't think people are going to take it. I think people are going to... There's a tipping point. And I wonder if that could be it. I think if they did something bad to Orange Eagle, it would be a tipping point. I think if they incarcerated him, it would probably be a tipping point. And I think if they did to us in 2024 as they did in 2020, that could be a tipping point. I don't know. They've walked us all the way up to the edge. We'll see how it goes. Xerxo, the Great Awakening is happening. We're going to see. That's what we're waiting on. Love for country. When you continuously lie, it takes a toll on you. Yeah, KJP, she was not looking good. You notice how little makeup she had? Like, which is it? Up in this corner right here, we'll put KJ's picture like that. And that's actually a picture of her. It's not, there's nothing done to it. It's a picture of her and her girlfriend or wife or whatever. But I cropped it all up so it's just her head. But that's an actual picture of her. And you could see she is very dark complected. But then when she comes out for the press briefing, she's put so much makeup on, it doesn't even look like the same person. But that image that we just seen of her, she didn't have that much makeup on. And her eyes and all that stuff is like sank in. Like she's showing face lines that she wasn't showing a couple weeks ago. Because I know age happens, you get these lines and stuff. I know, I'm very well aware of that. But she's got something else going on. Something else. What's up, Lenny? Happy freedom. Snook, she's grieving over her wife dumping her. That could be. She could be having a hard time now that her Her wife left. What's up, Granados? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Adrian, we wouldn't even have comedians if it wasn't for bullies. I think so too. I think that's true. I think most comedians have gone through a hard time, and that's what makes them funny. And dealing with bullies and stuff is a part of that. Blue Crow, make pointing and laughing great again. We might make shirts. I love that. I love that. Paul, vertically challenged. The little people of the world. Just reading through before we get this last one here. 10 Man is called Karma. Yeah. What goes around comes around. Absolutely. Matthew, she's 53? I thought she was like 48 or 49 or something like that. Dance Master Evil doesn't look good. It's true. It's true. I'm sorry to hear that, Sherry. That really sucks. Matthew, I only buy meat and vegetables. Don't get both. Don't get them at the same time. Don't get those veggie burgers. You know, they act like it's all good for you, and then in 10 years they're going to say those veggie burgers give you cancer. That's how it always is. They always come out with stuff. Like when cigarettes came out. They thought it was good for you. They thought smoking cigarettes was good for you. And they just let everybody do it. And there was no stipulations. And 10, 15 years later, they're like, oh, the cigarettes are why we all got cancer now? Weird. Maybe we shouldn't let our kids smoke them then. Like, because people are stupid. That's the reality of the situation. People are stupid. Oh, I appreciate you, Space Baby. All right, Hooligans, we're going to cover this next one. It's a short one. It's titled Idiot. Man gets arrested and carried away after stripping on a Disneyland ride. Now, what I think was happening is I think he was trying to streak through the It's a Small World ride. I think that's what's happening because as I was waking up and scrolling through the internet, letting the videos just shout at my unalive face as I'm trying to get my brain kick-started for the day. It's not a healthy way to wake up, but it's how I wake up, because I wake up with heavy anxiety because of all this stuff that we do. And it's hard for me to wake up. When I wake up, I'm like having a panic attack because I'm like, don't have enough money. There's a lot of stuff that I keep running every day. Spending long hours working on the website, trying to keep everyone happy, feeling bad about the people who are unhappy, supporters that want to leave and things like that, like really bothers me. And so I wake up with like terrible anxiety, like throwing up anxiety. And so I'll go to like TikTok or Twitter and I will just scroll and let the videos play at me. And it distracts me from my emotions so I don't have to feel them. And it's a way for me to turn off my humanity just so I can like wake up and not feel severe stress. And so I saw a lot of videos that were showing this person that I'm going to show in a second in like fully clothed walking around that ride, the It's a Small World ride. And the captions were saying, when you spot the streaker before they're streaking. And I didn't know what they were talking about, but I kept seeing clips of these videos of this guy like walking by and stuff. Then I got this video, Snook sent it to me, and this is what they were all talking about. And it's this guy who was, I don't know, going streaking or whatever. But let's get this started, Hooligans.
Oh my gosh. Idiot. What about all these kids? Yeah.
What an idiot. What an idiot. Now, I don't know if he's some sort of predator or if he was trying to be funny, you know, because we live in a weird world. We just had a whole month of naked shapeshifters marching down the street with rainbow flags that everybody just let happen. They just let it happen. No big deal. Those people are predators. When you're watching a soccer game and some naked guy goes running across the field, I don't necessarily stand right up and go, that's a pedophile. Like, I don't necessarily do that. And I don't know why people do that in the first place. But I don't think it's an act of pedophilia. Not necessarily. Maybe sex offender material, you're getting naked in public. That's to be debated. But I don't just go, you're a pedophile, like we did for Pride Month. Because it's obvious. It's an obvious difference. This guy, not sure. You're at Disneyland. Now, I've been to Disney World, never been to Disneyland. That's in California. I've never been to the West Coast. Yeah. And you'd be surprised how many more adults there are at Disney World than kids. You'd be surprised how many females you see walking around almost naked. Like thongs and little bits of material up front, keeping their tots covered. That's it. When I went to Disney World, I was 16, and it was like my 4th time going, which sounds really great, but for some reason my mom took me when I was a baby, and I can't remember any of it. And don't do that. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. Anyways, she took me when I was like 15 or 16. I must have been 14 or 15, actually. But I just remember being there and being like, holy crap, look at all the naked women. Like, I didn't know Disney World was like this. I didn't know. Otherwise, I'd try to save up sooner. But there's a lot of that going on. It's very, like, there is children, of course, but there's way more 20-year-olds going there trying to look some type of way than anything else going on. So to see this guy doing this, I don't know if this is some 20-year-old who just was acting like a heathen and just thought they were going to go streaking at Disney World and that was going to be so disruptive and oh, that's going to be so funny when they post the video on TikTok and blah, blah. Maybe it was that. Maybe he was trying to expose himself in front of children, considering it is a children's ride. The rides are for children, you know. It's Disneyland. So it's hard to say. I don't know if he was trying to prey on anybody, but it is definitely stupid. I will say that. It was a stupid move. That was a stupid thing to do. And he had to be carried out of there. Like, I would not like that. To be naked and carried belly down, all fours. Your poor little thing's just waving in the wind. I don't know. That's not how I want to go out. Not at all. What an idiot. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. We're going to read through the chat really quick before we do the Pledge of Allegiance. And I'm going to drop this Linktree link to all of you hooligans. If you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. Everything keeps us running. We are live every day except for Sunday. Thanks to all of you hooligans. Please join Gilded. You can find the link to join Gilded on the Linktree. Go join Gilded. It is free and is currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, the hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Gilded. Please go and try jeffmaclive.com. I spend so much time trying to improve the website as much as I can whenever I can, and I will continue to build on it forever. I have no intentions of stopping. We will just keep growing and growing as much as we can. So definitely go join jeffmaclive.com. That link at the very top of the link tree will give you a free week membership over on jeffmaclive.com. It's a free week, no strings attached. It's not a trial run. We're not going to charge your credit card. It's just a free week to go check out all the cool stuff we have over on the website. We have a live streaming area that will provide you the best experience you've ever had live streaming. The video is clearer, the audio is better, the chat is more awesome. It's the best way to experience a live over on jeffmaclive.com, but we also have our own private social media area and our own messaging system that has the ability to upload all media that has ever existed. So MP3s, MP4s, slideshows, pictures. You can call each other, you can video call each other, you can text each other, group calling, group texting, group video calls, all of it. We do everything on the website. So definitely go join up over there. It is worthwhile. Let's see. We're going to read through the chat and then we're going to be doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Matt, they should have drug the ground with him. Yeah, just slid him across the surface. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's going on without any context. Oh, I appreciate you, Sherry. Reading through. Serum, they were escorting him to the job application office. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I was seeing those videos that Salty Cracker was posting where it was like Disney princesses with beards and stuff like that. That's why they snatched him up. They were like, look, buddy, we got a real job for you. Serum, why Disney World not a BLM rally? He'd have been too bright. Oh, I appreciate you, MU. Tree heard a naked man around kids is enough info. That's true. That's true. He should absolutely get hit with CSC charges. He should end up being a lifetime sex offender. For sure. No matter which way you look at it, when you look at it on paper, guy naked at an amusement park full of kids, it don't look good. Serum, yep, throw him on a list. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what his intentions are, but you guys are right. It's not okay. It's not okay. Doesn't matter if he was trying to be funny or not. It's not the place to do that. Cube meth kids. I hope there's not meth kids. I don't believe in trans kids. I don't want to believe that there's meth kids either. Blue Crow, a Brandon voter. Yep, all day. Thank you for being here, Christy Starr. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Did the thing. All right, hooligans, that is that. Like I said, that's all the coffee I had for you guys today. We will be live again 6 p.m. Eastern time for some gaming. We're playing Skyrim. I gotta kill this bear. He was kicking my ass last night. I had 8 bears now. Anyways, we'll be doing that 6 p.m. Eastern time over on Kick. Jeff Mac Gaming on YouTube and jeffmaclive.com is everywhere where you can watch the game. It's just a couple hours to have fun, hang out, not stress about the problems around us and stuff. It's fine if you don't care about video games. Most of the people in the chat don't. Most of the time, everybody's having their own conversation. I'm over here playing the game. We're all hanging out together. We're not really worried about anything, just having ourselves a time at the end of the day. And it's usually pretty good, so you're welcome to come join us for that. Otherwise, we will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We'll read through the chat really quick, and then we're wrapping this up. Looks like we are good to go. Matt, Pedal World will drop the charges and give him a job. Yeah, that's what Serum was saying. I'm thinking so too. All right, hooligans, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Like I said, we'll be live again at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight for some gaming. But for the news, we'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.